All right, you got Justin here, and this is exciting because now we are actually going to go through the fundamentals of what an AI agency is, and then we're going to show you how to later on in the videos how to actually build your very first chatbot if you haven't already, and then we're going to go off and show you how to sell these chatbots and actually make money from this agency. Now, this is a foundational video, but I think it's very important because I feel like a lot of people actually don't know what an AI agency is. I talk to businesses all the time, and just saying an AI agency, they don't know what you mean. What does that mean to them? Like ChatGPT, I don't know, something with NVIDIA. They have no idea. So we're going to break it down and explain exactly what it is. So you're going to be able to confidently say it as well and have the confidence to know what you do and the service you're going to be able to deliver to businesses. So imagine you have a digital employee that never sleeps, never takes breaks, and can handle repetitive tasks 24 hours a day. This is essentially what the AI agency provides. But let me explain what they actually means and what it matters to businesses. So, first of all, what is an AI agent? Keep it real simple. An AI agent isn't just a chatbot. It's like a smart assistant that does stuff, not just gives advice. I heard this analogy before about ChatGPT when people were talking about it. ChatGPT is like the smartest guy in the world, but has no arms and no legs, right? Has a brain, comes up with really cool ideas, but can't implement jack shit, right? So, what the difference is, what an AI agent does, it actually does stuff, right? You has a brain and it actually takes an action. So, whether you are like for instance, ChatGPT, when you ask it a question, it replies. With an AI agent, you read it and it'll actually read an email and then it's going to respond. It analyzes data and then it's going to generate a report. It's going to research information and then it's going to write full content. It manages your calendar and then it sends out email invites, whatever it has to do in order to get that prospect onto the booked appointment or show or whatever it needs to for the business owner in order to close. Bottom line, an AI agent doesn't just talk, it takes action. So, what makes an AI agency? Okay, an AI agency, they build these agents for other businesses, just like a marketing company builds for campaigns, right? Builds marketing campaigns for companies. So, what do you deliver? Now, at the highest level, custom AI workflows. All right, these are actually systems. If you can do this, this is where the real money is at. This is how you become a non-commoditized business, right? Where you automate systems tailored to real-world tasks and problems. Right? If a business owner is drowning in invoices and overload, and their front desk staff is not able to create output in order to get more sales, and you come in and you build a custom solution for them, which is actually something I'm actually doing with a company that is a restoration company. This is going to be a high ticket sale for me, probably one of the biggest ones ever. I'm still working on it right now, but this is where I'm heading now towards my business. Now, when I first started, I got into the AI assistant space, which is basically this is going to be commoditized. I'm not going to lie to you, right? Because more and more AIs out there, they're going to create solutions that are going to make it easier for businesses to do this themselves. However, the opportunity is definitely still here. This is lead follow-up, scheduling appointment, booking agents, and all this stuff. This is what I'm teaching this course because it's still very lucrative. But just keep in mind where you want to be as a business that lasts not just this year and next year, but for decades is when you're creating custom solutions for businesses. All right, then we have integration, hooking APIs together with CRM, calendars, SMS, text messages, and just putting together that connection so that different websites speak to one another, even though it's not part of the same network or website. That's essentially what an API key does, right? So you're going to be able to integrate that with them because it's still a semi-technical thing that businesses can't do, and you can do that for them. Okay, so integrations, and then also training and support. So business owners actually use the tech they're paying for. Because what was going to happen is you're going to blow them away, right? You're going to be like, oh, the AI does this, and it can have a conversation, and it can pick up the phone without you having to pick up the phone and all that good stuff. And then servicing and booking appointments. But if they don't know how to log into the CRM, if they're not able to check how many leads are coming in from the AI agent, if they're not able to actually listen to the phone calls, which is something that you should do you're getting your recurring commission from this, but they need to hear it too. They need to hear what's going on with the agent and how it's working, so that they can get a handle on it, and most importantly, introduce it to their sales team. If their sales team's not logging into the CRM to actually using Lead Connector, which is a go high level related product, which we get into later on, then they're essentially not getting the benefit of the booked appointment by having the speed to lead, shortened, right? So you have to have that training, you have to have that onboarding support, and you have to let them know what you're doing in order to improve their business, so they can actually get the value from paying you, right? You don't just want to be a black box where they have no idea what's going on. Okay, so here's an example. It's a real world solution where you have a car detailing business, and let's say the leads are coming in from an ad, but the business owner is trash at actually doing the sales, right? They can't follow up. They're not really messaging on time. They're not really saying the things that convert people into a booked appointment, and therefore that the ad revenue is getting lost. And what you're doing as an AI agency as a solution is you create an AI agent that automatically responds to a new lead, automatically within a couple of seconds. You're going to send a personalized follow-up email or SMS text message or whatever the case may be, so that that person knows that the appointment is on. And then you're going to book that appointment into the calendar. And then from there, that handles all the sales related conversations over a text. All right. And this is real world value. Now, I was in a dental niche, and I still am, but I'm moving into the space of more a generalist, because I want to help more businesses, because I now have the opportunity, I have the development team, and I have the skill to kind of come in, find out what that custom solution is, and then create it, right? So, but when I was in the dental space heavily and only in my niche, one of the biggest clients that we were able to, that's revenue wise, was able to recover $75,000 in 60 days implementing this agent, right? They were able to literally pick up that after hours missed calls that they were, or not missed calls, but the calls that they were essentially getting from the team, the, what's the name of the team? The overnight team, draft team, I forgot what the name of them are. Just after hours services, right? They're a third party. Those third parties, essentially, all they do is take notes, and that was actually causing that business to lose out or 2 to 3 emergency cases every single week. Those emergency cases could be anywhere between $1,500 to $25,000, depending on what is actually being done. And we got a full arch. We had a couple root canals, and just when it all added up, it was like 75K. All right. And they were able to see that, and they were able to see that our AI picked it up in the back office. So they knew it came from us, right? There was no doubt that it was from our AI agent. So I know this works. And trust me, when they're able to actually see the value that you're going to be able to capture for them, they will love you and happily pay you month in, month out for you to continue that service. Okay. Why this matters now. This isn't just like the future. This isn't like something that's happening in 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years. This is happening today. 75% of small business are already using some form of AI right now. And that could be using ChatGPT. That could be using ChatGPT to write an email. That could be using ChatGPT to create a prompt for something, right? But that doesn't mean they're integrating a full AI systems inside their business, but they're aware it's in their top of mind now. They're hearing it all the time. They're talking about NVIDIA and their improvements. You're hearing about Google and their VO3. And now you get onto Google right now, and it automatically opens up a chat. Like, I was just actually sitting down today, and these very elderly ladies were talking, and they run businesses. Like, you can tell that they were like business savvy, but they were talking about ChatGPT like it was their grandkid or something. Like, like even older people in their 60s and 70s are talking about this stuff. It is rampant, available, and it's now. Okay, 22% on average are 22% average ROI increases from AI driven system. Okay, so it's no brainer. This is the time. You know it now. This is why you're watching your business. You're watching this video right now. Now, most business problems are repeatable, and this is a perfect solution for automation. Now, here's what I have to emphasize. I did not come from a coding background. I do not code. I do not know how to code. I know how to vibe code, and I know how to connect pieces of the puzzle that need to be connected in order for the system to work. And if I don't, I rely on my development team, which mainly handles that stuff now. But in the beginning, I was doing all the work, and you can too. You can use tools like N8N. There's drag and drop solutions. You have Zapier. You have make.com. You now have string.com, which is something that I'm actually using more because it's a lot easier for people to hit the ground running, to actually creating workflow automations, because you can now vibe code. You don't even have to do the normal manual process that it took for some of these other workflow solutions. So there's so much out, and every month there's more and more solutions coming out. And this is what's good, but also why you need to hurry up and get in the game, because you're going to start having to evolve as time progresses. Always keep in your mind, there's nothing is the same every month in AI. Every day, every month is a new birthday of some new revolution. But being an expert in this industry will give the business owner confidence that you're on it. And then once you provide one or two solutions, you will be their cool tech guy, right? Even though you're not necessarily a coder. All right. So that's it. I will end with that. I hope this makes sense. I hope you got value from understanding what an AI agency is. And now I'll see you on the next video. Take care.